Hello, explorers of history. Today we are going to learn about a very special leader named William V.S. Tubman. He didn't build rocket ships or invent a machine, but what he did was just as powerful. He helped people read, learn, and grow smarter by making books easier to reach for everyone in his country. That's why he's known as the father of modern Liberia. Let's take a journey back to a time before tablets, computers, or even television. The year was 1895, and in a small town in Liberia, a baby named William V.S. Tubman was born. Liberia is a country on the west coast of Africa. It was founded by formerly enslaved people from the United States who wanted a better life. William grew up in a religious family. His dad was a minister. From an early age, William was taught the importance of education, helping others, and working hard. But back then, not everyone could go to school. Many people lived in faraway villages where there were no teachers and no books. As William got older, he became a lawyer, a senator, and later the president of Liberia. He was elected in 1944 and stayed president for a very long time, 28 years. That's longer than most presidents in the world today. But William didn't just sit behind a desk. He had big dreams to help his country grow, and one of his biggest goals was to make sure that every person, especially children, could learn to read and write. Why was that so important? Because William knew that if people could read, they could learn new things. They could get jobs, help their families, and build strong communities. Education, he believed, was the key to freedom. But there was a big problem. Many people in Liberia lived far from schools and libraries. Some children had never even seen a book. So how could William bring books to people who didn't live near cities? That's when he had an amazing idea: mobile libraries. A mobile library is a library on wheels. Instead of people coming to the library would come to them. William and his team designed special trucks and vans that could carry hundreds of books. These moving libraries would drive from town to town, visiting schools, villages, and neighborhoods in need. And that wasn't all. William also helped build schools in places that had none. He trained teachers and provided materials like pencils, chalkboards, and notebooks. He created reading programs for adults, too, because he knew that learning should never stop no matter how old you are. He even started something called the open door policy. This meant that people from other countries could come to Liberia to build businesses and help the economy grow. This brought in new jobs and opportunities, and more money could go to education. During his time as president, William helped make literacy, learning to read and write, a national goal. More children than ever before were going to school. More books were being printed. More dreams were coming true. But change didn't happen overnight. William had to work with leaders, make speeches, sign laws, and most of all, listen to the people. He wanted to know what families needed and how the government could help. He traveled across the country and even met with leaders from other nations, always talking about how education could change lives. When he passed away in 1971, William had served as Liberia's president for nearly 3 decades. People remembered him not just for the time he spent in office, but for the tools he created, tools that would live on long after he was gone. Thanks to his efforts, many children who once had no books now had libraries on wheels. Many parents who couldn't read now had a second chance. William V.S. Tubman showed the world that when you bring books to the people, you bring them hope, power, and a future. And that is the incredible story of how one man turned wheels into wings for learning. The end? No way. With every page you turn, the story keeps going. If you like this video and would like to see more content like this, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, share with others, and subscribe to our channel.